Hi everyone. Today I'm here with my same friends that I've been with for the last, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 days. You guys say hello?
Hi.
And we are working on the comprehension strategy, Inferring Iguana. And I'm going to read the definition for you. Inferring Iguana says that readers use clues, their own background knowledge, so things they already know, and information from the book to infer what the author doesn't tell you. So to infer, to make good guesses about what the author is not writing in the text. Okay, so we're learning how to infer. So I always think of it as the things you already know, so your background knowledge, plus the text equals an inference, a good guess. Does that make sense? We're going to demonstrate that today, reading one of my favorite books called Yoko by Rosemary Wells. Have you guys read this before?
Yeah.
It's good, right?
At preschool.
In preschool you read it. Cool. You too, James? Obviously, you guys are in the same preschool. So, Yoko, and I'm going to start reading it, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to ask Bobby and James to chime in with some inferences that they have about the characters, maybe about how the characters are feeling, things like that. Things that the author doesn't say, but based on what the author is saying about their experiences, they're going to make an inference based on that. Okay, so here we go. Yoko by Rosemary Wells. What would you like for lunch today, my little cherry blossom? Asked Yoko's mother. All my favorite things, please, answered Yoko. Yoko's mother spread steamed rice on a bamboo mat. She rolled up a secret treasure inside each piece. Then she packed it all in a willow-covered cooler. Have a wonderful day at school, my little cherry blossom, said Yoko's mother. I will, answered Yoko. Is Yoko excited about school?
Yes.
Yeah. She enthusiastically said, I will, right? Yoko said hello to all her friends. Everyone in Mrs. Jenkins' class sang the good morning song. At noon, Mrs. Jenkins rang the lunch bell. Lunch boxes out and open, please, boys and girls, said Mrs. Jenkins. Timothy unwrapped a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Valerie had cream cheese and jelly. Fritz had a meatball grinder. Do you guys know what a grinder is?
Yeah.
What's a grinder?
I've heard of it, but I forget about it.
It's like a sub. You ever seen like a sub?
Like a meatball sub.
Like a meatball sub. Okay, people
Yeah,
in
we have
certain
that.
places call it a grinder. Tulip had Swiss cheese on rye. Sit up, James, please. Hazel had egg salad on pumpernickel. Pumpernickel is a type of bread. Doris had squeezed cheese on white bread. And Frank's, so their names are Frank's, had Franks and beans. Do you guys know what Franks and beans are?
No.
Let's look.
Hot dogs.
Franks are hot dogs, yeah, with beans. Their name's Frank, so that kind of makes it funny, right? Okay. Yoko opened the willow-covered cooler. Inside was her favorite sushi. Tucked in rice rolls were the crispiest cucumber, the pinkest shrimp, the greenest seaweed, and the tastiest tuna. What's in your lunch? Asked one of the Franks. Ick. It's green. It's seaweed. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to make an inference.
Is who's in his box?
No, I'm asking you to make a good guess. The author didn't tell us, but how do you think Yoko's feeling right now?
Sad.
Why? Tell me why. What from the
Because
text
he
made?
made fun of his food.
What did he say?
He said, what is that?
He said, ick, right? What is that? So right away, you know, oh gosh, Yoko's probably embarrassed. She feels silly, right? Maybe she feels badly. So you made a good inference there. Oh no, said the other Frank. Don't tell me that's raw fish. Watch out, it's moving, said Doris. Yuckarama, said Tulip and Fritz. Valerie blew the playtime whistle. Everybody out, said Valerie. So, what's going on?
Who blew the outside?
One of the kids blew it because they were like, whoo, because they think fish smells. They were being really mean. What do you think about that? What?
I think he's fat.
You think who is? She is? Yoko? Yeah, she's probably feeling not so good, right? She's like, oh, my lunch was different, right? Yoko did not want to play ball or swing on the swings. What's wrong, Yoko? Asked Mrs. Jenkins. Everyone laughed at my lunch. So you guys are right. She was sad because of that, answered Yoko. They'll forget about it by snack time, said Mrs. Jenkins. But they didn't. During the snack time song, Yoko opened a thermos cup of red bean ice cream. Red bean ice cream is for weirdos, snorted the Franks. Mrs. Jenkins switched to the friendly song. Why do you think Mrs. Jenkins switched to the friendly song?
Because.
Right after the Franks said that, she switched to the friendly song.
Because.
Do you think she was trying to maybe distract everyone and make Yoko feel better
Yeah.
and remind people that they're supposed to be friendly?
Yeah.
And that maybe what the Franks was saying wasn't so friendly, right?
The Franks are so.
The Franks are pretty mean. Mrs. Jenkins knew the friendly song was not enough. Late into the evening, she fretted about Yoko. Finally, the answer came to her. So why is she fretting about Yoko? Let's make an inference. And this will be the last inference we make before we stop the video. So, oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Why is Mrs. Jenkins fretting? So what does fretting mean?
I don't know.
What does fretting mean,
I
bud?
don't know.
Well, listen to the sentence. Mrs. Jenkins knew the friendly song was not enough.
It's not enough.
Late in the evening, she was fretting. She fretted about Yoko. Finally, she came up with an answer on how to help. So what does fretting mean?
Help. No.
She was worrying. Fretting, like to fret about something is to worry. She was worried about Yoko and she was like, what should I do? I need to figure this out. So she finally figured it out. Okay, so like we infer like Mrs. Jenkins is so worried about Yoko. When they said she's fretting, right? She really wants to help Yoko. Dear parents, Monday will be International Food Day at Hilltop School. Everyone is asked to bring in a dish from a foreign country. Everyone must try a bite of everything. Happy cooking, Mrs. Jenkins. Why do you think she did that before we stop? Why? Let's make an inference about why.
Because everybody has to try what everybody has.
Okay, but why would Mrs. Jenkins ask everybody bring in, she said, it's International Food Day. So food from different what?
States.
Different countries maybe, from their foods that are important to their culture, right? Okay, and so people can do what? So the students can...
You can get it. Say
What
it.
do you think?
Say it. Say it.
What do you think?
I or them. Okay.
Do you think that... Hold on for 1 second. Do you think that Mrs. Jenkins is thinking, you know what? If they maybe tried sushi, they wouldn't make fun of it. Or they'd see that everybody is from a different culture, right?
Yeah.
And there are a lot of different foods out there.
Yeah.
And we should be more accepting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to finish this book. Today we're working on Inferring Iguana, so making inferences, right? Making good guesses about what the author is trying to tell us. I need to cut your nails. Okay. All right, everyone say goodbye.
Bye.